Hey y'all, I'm Yadi, and today we're gonna get into some crazy Reddit stories. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, so first story is from r/dating over 50, worst date ever. And that is saying a lot. Previously, top of the leaderboard for worst date was the man who showed up late, sweaty, talking on the phone. Then when he sits down, he has a raging case of pink eye. Entirely red eye and green goop oozing from the corners. But tonight's date, this motherfucker takes the title. There's no way this guy can get worse than pink eye. We have been messaging off and on for months. He is smart and funny, which is my kryptonite. We reconnected this week and decided to finally meet at a local bar. Incredible conversation and chemistry to match. Okay, it's going pretty well, but let's not get too excited. We leave the bar and he offers to walk me to my car. We're holding hands. The bar is in a large and busy shopping center. All of a sudden, a woman rushes us and is yelling at me. I freeze, puzzled, then I hear it. Why are you holding hands with my husband? Oh great, so Peter is married? That's the last thing we needed. He looks at me and says, it's okay, you can go. I am still frozen, thinking, is this a joke? Are they friends? When she comes at me and he yells, Lulu, go! He's trying to be a hero when he can't even save his own marriage. So there I am, running through a crowded parking lot. I hear her behind me yelling. I am ducking and weaving. I get to my car and leave. Taking a circuitous route home. Yeah, after that, I'm driving to the bar. I have only been back in the dating pool for 6 months. It hasn't all been good, but it hasn't all been bad. But it took me an hour to stop shaking. Poor thing. She was having such a good time. They even walked out holding hands and everything. And boom, he's married. I may very well be done with this nonsense. I have an amazing life and this shit is not worth it. ETA, I was the one that paused communication because I had a death in my family and he reached out after a respectful amount of time later. Didn't really think it would matter to the story or the people here, but apparently I was wrong. The people that honed in on the tidbit that we messaged off and on for a period of time, even without my family stuff, it doesn't matter. It's all my choice. Nothing I did warranted the shitty outcome. Jeez, people can be so myopic. Come on guys, he had a wife at home. Let's focus on the real problem here. I don't know why we're going after OP. Some comments here. I'm so sorry, the guy with the pink eye sounded pretty bad, but I have to agree, thinking you may have found a great connection with someone and then finding out he's a liar with a wife is definitely worse. Yeah, pink eye, that'll heal, but trauma, that's gonna take a while. Next story is from r/OK Storytime. The worst first date ever. He brought a +1. Well, you should have let OP know that it was a double date. Hello everyone, longtime fan of OK OP and Lurker, but I have a story for you. I, female 26, matched with Aaron, male 25, not his real name, on Saturday, and we were going to meet up at a bar and play Phase 10 the following Monday. We were supposed to meet at 7 p.m. and at 6:30 I get this message. Hey, I'm running late, my friend asked me to pick her up too. I'll be there by 7:20. My brain thinks, oh, you gave your friend a ride someplace? No worries. We love a man who helps his friends. Yeah, we love a supportive friend. I Uber to the bar and I get there at 7:20. He is cute, buys me a drink. This bar is 2 stories and he says we have seating upstairs in the patio, so I follow him up. We get there and his friend is there. Let's call her Paula, female 27, not her real name and a guesstimate of her age. Maybe he's just shy or needs emotional support, but he could have brought a guy friend. I'm pissed, but also, here's my mindset. I got all dressed up, and I'm here. I can, and I'm going to try to salvage my night. I'm making small talk with them. They are both not originally from the area. At this point, I am mostly talking to Paula because girl is talking a lot. Can we let her get to know her date, please? Like, this is not a TED Talk. She keeps saying she should leave, and she is crashing our date. Like, no shit, Sherlock. I still am baffled that she asked him to pick her up and bring her to this. Aaron is mostly quiet and I can tell is super nervous, which if you needed an emotional support friend, I get that. I will never see him again anyways, but I can empathize. But it gets worse, so much worse. I ask how they met. She tells me they met on Hinge and went out a few times and realized it wasn't a romantic attraction. So this is not a friend. I just know she's jealous and that's why she asked to come on this date. But why did Aaron bring her? Then he went through a breakup and she was his friend through it all. He recently got to the area 9 months ago. I'm still trying to work through it. Ask him what brought him here. It's school because this guy was dishonorably charged from the Marine. Sounds like a red flag. I'm the daughter of a Marine who retired out. Do you know how hard it is to be dishonorably discharged? No, I don't know, but it sounds bad. But we're gonna find out. Getting a dishonorable discharge from the Marines Corps is extremely difficult and rare, accounting for only about 0.1% of separations. It requires a conviction by a general court martial. Serious felonies like murder, rape, or desertion, he had to do some crazy shit. Please get out of there. At this point, I'm just trying to move on and I'm like, let's play cards. I pull out my personal deck or face 10 and we are playing. Paula starts inviting other people, random people we don't know, who are drunk, to join this card game. Just inviting more people to my date? Great. Let that sink in. I'm over it. They can tell. I keep making sarcastic comments like, what is another set of people on this date? We have about 6 strangers she has invited to play. Every round to deal with someone in, you have to explain the rules of the game. But we are using my cards. I am super non-confrontational. I start downing my drink. I'm messaging my friends, filling them in on the chaos of this date. I find out 2 of them are at a bar around the corner within a minute walk. There's a small break in the combo. The round ends. I see my chance. Paula asks me if I want anything else. She's going to get another drink. I say, I want is to leave. And I pack up my deck. Yeah, she's gonna go get about 6 shots somewhere else. Aaron was just nodding his head because he could tell this was not going well. The other drunk people could also tell. Paula was trying to convince me to stay and I just ignored her and left. Honestly, the problem here is Paula, but also Aaron for inviting his ex. I meet up my friends and have a stronger drink as we talk about the shitstorm of a date that was. Mind you, it took place between 30 to 45 minutes of a time frame from me arriving to me leaving. And she learned not a single thing about Aaron other than the fact that he has an obnoxious ex. I decide to Uber home. Remember how I said the Uber driver was relevant? He is the same one who dropped me off, so I got to share this massive date fail with him too. He got an update and a T-sesh. Anyways, everyone has told me to put my date fail on Reddit, and I thought I would share it with my fave fam of the OK Storytime Reddit. I know I should have left earlier, but I was tipsy and didn't drive, and I think in a shock a bit. But thanks for reading. The dating game is rough out here. Little piece of advice. Next time, Aaron, just come alone and you might get a second date. The ex being so comfortable to join and yap the night away is so icky. Just get back together. Some comments here. Also, ew. But hey, you have this wonderful story to share so others know that yes, there's people like this out there. Okay, so I'm going to read some comments on a post from the subreddit r/askreddit to get some other first date craziness. The post says, what's the worst first date you've ever had? I went out for drinks with this guy. We're heading out and I go to call an Uber. But I suddenly had to pee really bad. The bar was closing, so they wouldn't let me back inside. The guy invited me to use the bathroom at his apartment, which was a block away. Okay, either turns into a good time or a true crime documentary. We quickly shuffle over to his place, and when he opens the door, there are hundreds of lit candles everywhere. I ask if his roommate is home, but he's out of town. So this guy lit all these candles in anticipation of me coming over and left them unattended for hours. So he risks his apartment catching fire in hopes that you come home with him and find this so romantic. He didn't think this through at all. He points me toward the bathroom and I go use it. While washing my hands, I notice 2 things. There's a large butcher's knife next to the sink, and there is a puddle of what I can only assume to be urine surrounding his tub drain. Yeah, this looks like it's turning into a true crime documentary. I finish what I'm doing and go to head out. The bathroom door is wedged shut. No. After seeing that big ass knife, no thank you. I spend like 10 minutes knocking, trying to get the guy's attention. Eventually he hears me and says, oh yeah, I should have warned you not to close the door. You think? After what felt like forever, we were able to get the door unwedged. I tell him I have to get home and make my exit. Understandably. While I'm outside waiting for my Uber, this guy creeps up behind me and just stands there. I have no idea how long he was standing there. I don't know what to say. As the Uber pulls up, he pulls me backward and attempts to kiss me. But he was much taller than me, so I only got smothered by his insane beer. I pull away and get in the Uber. Bro, really? Imagine this was gonna be a romantic movie ending? No. You lit candles, trapped her in the bathroom, and jump scared her outside. My poor driver was like, girl, you're safe with me. Tell me everything. She was horrified. Needless to say, there was no second date. These damn Uber drivers get all the tea. Some comments here. Solid reminder, it's better to piss my pants than go home with a stranger. Yeah. Okay, next commented story. Her phone kept going off during dinner, and while she didn't respond to it, she did keep checking her phone. Once? Okay. Twice? Alright. Go ahead and pick it up. I was a little annoyed and told her she can go ahead and respond since it sounded like an emergency. She told me it's not an emergency and that it's just her boyfriend. Sorry, you're what? This took me by surprise since I thought she was single. And when I told her I don't want to get caught up in whatever drama she's got going on, she told me that she's been meaning to break up with him for a while now, so she's practically single. It's just that he doesn't know it yet. Yeah, I'm single. He just doesn't know it yet. Hello? I think you should have made your ex aware of this yesterday. She's already boyfriend shopping. Wow, she has a boyfriend. So yeah, noped right out of that red flag. Good job. Okay, this next commented story. I was 16 and I met a guy who wanted to sit by the lake. I used to live near a beautiful lake and it had a boat dock, so there was a bunch of lights and it was just so peaceful to look at during sundown and at night. That's cute. And so we were hanging out and talking, and randomly he pulls out an old electric toothbrush that he made into a tattoo gun and he starts tattooing himself. How does that even work? I'm staring at him very confused because I've never seen anyone do a tattoo not in a tattoo shop. My mom worked in a tattoo shop and this is where I met this guy. He came in while his mom was getting a tattoo, but he had ink and everything. I asked him what he was doing and if he thought that was clean / a good idea, and he said, it doesn't hurt, everything is cool. You do you, I guess. And then he grabs my hand and places a dot right on top. Excuse me? I was screaming and freaking out and made him take me home. I still have that dot on my hand, and my mom took me to get every STA test under the sun the next day because that kid stabbed me with his used needle. Now she has to remember his DIY project forever. Someone replied, girl, that's wild. Even if you ignore the risk of sickness from using a used needle, who thinks it's okay to tattoo someone without their permission, even if they are 16? Yeah. I just know he did some wild shit. Like, what? Luckily, I am not in the dating scene, but good luck to you if you are, because it's pretty scary out there. Let me know which story was the worst, or if you've had anything crazier. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.